Hello and welcome to Imperfect in an Uncertain World, resources to help you live with authenticity and purpose. Have you ever heard the phrase, don't rock the boat? Has someone ever said that to you, even though you didn't want to follow their advice? There's a part of you that said, okay, I'm going to do it. Or maybe, you know what? You were okay, you're comfortable with not rocking the boat. Maybe you felt an uneasiness. Something wasn't quite right when you conformed, but you did so anyway. And maybe you got more and more frustrated until you flooded the boat with your rocking. I would be willing to bet that you could have more effectively rocked that boat if you weren't so frustrated. Maybe if you had a boat rocking plan in the beginning, the outcome would have been different. Now, I'm going to tell you, most of us don't like confrontation and we don't like conflict. I am the queen of avoiding conflict whenever possible, and I really don't like confrontation. So we find so many ways not to bring about change and transformation until change and transformation are our only option. We wait until the last minute, so we often react instead of responding. We flood the boat. So I want to talk to you about an art to rocking the boat that doesn't include creating a tsunami of reactions and subsequent chaos. I call it the controlled rock. And the controlled rock is a way of resolving conflict and confronting in a loving, gentle, compassionate way. It is accomplished through an awareness of self, conscious courage, and curious daring. Because, man, when you rock the boat purposely, you've got to have a lot of courage because you don't know where other people are going to be coming from. And you really don't know in the heart of your hearts if you're going to be able to do this without getting afraid. You're going to be curiously daring because you've got to really be out on a limb and be daring to really bring about change. So it's about using our intuition to formulate a plan of action that will get us the maximum results from the minimum rocking. And I'm going to say, I can hear you right now saying, Vanessa, I'm not intuitive. We are all intuitive. Sometimes we're just not listening to our intuition or even aware that our intuition is speaking to us. Because I'm here to tell you that our intuition speaks to us in every moment of every day. Sometimes we choose to listen, and other times we are caught rushing from thought to thought, task to task, distraction to distraction, so we don't even notice that our intuition is talking to us until we're in the quiet and something comes back to us and we think, oh, yeah. But in those moments where we're distracted or we're running crazy and we're not in the moment, we're cast adrift and we lose our anchor. And then what happens is that our boat just sails blissfully into even choppier waters, even though we say, okay, we're almost out of the storm. And when once in those choppy waters, our only recourse seems reaction. But I'm here to tell you, at any point in the process, even when it seems a tsunami is inevitable, we can engage in a controlled rock. At any point in the process, we have an opportunity to choose to shift our reactions into responses. Now, before engaging in a controlled rock, we calm and center ourselves. This may be spending some time meditating. It might be focusing on our breath or checking in with exactly what our thoughts and emotions or physical sensations are doing. It may include taking a walk, listening to music, or sitting in silence. Or it might be something totally different that calms and centers you, because calming and centering is unique to each of us. You know what works best for you. Once calm and centered, we ask, what's going on inside of me? What woundedness is hurting, and how are triggers poking at my woundedness. Now, even if you're not quite sure what the woundedness is, but you can name the triggers, go with that. If you can name what your woundedness is, like, gosh, I'm really hurting because I have a sense of I don't belong anywhere. Or you say, I know that person, finding out that person invited everyone but me to go to coffee really triggered all sorts of stuff in me, but you can't name the woundedness. Go with start where you are. Start with the information that you have. And then no matter what your imperfections, no matter what your woundedness, no matter what your reaction or response to those triggers is, love and accept yourself. Imperfection, wounds, and all, love yourself. That's the greatest act of self-compassion, is to be okay with where you are. Once you name these things, you can always move on. Once you are okay with who you are, that gives you the courage, the curious daring, and the strength to make changes in your life. Then ask yourself, how can I respond in loving, gentle ways while bringing about effective change? Because that's what this is all about. Effective change brings about transformation. Then listen to the answers, and the answers might be really scary, but ask yourself, how can I call upon my courage? How can I be daring? How can I be curious to bring about this change? Now, I'm here to tell you, whatever big boat you see in your life, that boat can be rocked in compassionate ways. But it takes courage to create a controlled rock response instead of that rocking reaction. It takes curious daring to explore how you can affect positive change and courage to be a change agent, because this is what it's all about. You're not going to be a fence sitter. You're not going to be the type of person that goes down below whenever the storm is raging and thinking, okay, you know what? Tomorrow's going to be a better day. You don't know that. You're going to make tomorrow a better day. So when we rock the boat, those droplets of potential transformation splash upon us and others. They wake us up to the awareness that change, although necessary, need not be frightening. So, do you have a dream? Do you have a wish? Do you have a change that's scaring you and you need a little help? Schedule time with me as a coach. We'll create strategies together. We'll find your courage to bring about that change in your life. I want to thank you for listening to this. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Follow me at Fireserpent, FYRSERPENT on Twitter. Like my page, Intent and Action, on Facebook. Check me out at www.intentandaction.com. But most importantly, ask yourself, how can I create the controlled rock in my life to bring about transformation? Thanks, and have a terrific day.